Good morning, good afternoon, ship commanders and shipmates. Lucky man over here yet again. And I thought I was gonna be making another Ironblood review. But what about one of the, so say, partner of the Ironblood? And that is she the only large cruiser from the Sakura Empire? And that is Azuma. Now, the Azuma herself is very fascinating because she has been released quite a long time ago. I believe it has something like probably closely 2022 or 2021. Either way, she is an old ship. And surprisingly fascinating gameplay now that I have myself played her. But what is the origin of Azuma? Azuma is something like, well, based on the wargaming side from the World of Warships, a powerful high-speed ship that is Project B-65. Designed to destroy American heavy cruisers and confront Alaska class. Well, good luck with that. And of course the rest says some design solutions were borrowed from Yamato class battleships. She was armed with 9 310mm guns and had good anti-torpedo protection. Well, that is slightly true in the Azur Lane Azuma. But before we go to the character stats, I have to say, the artist who made Azuma actually did a fascinating job with the details. And more I look into the design, I absolutely love the amount of details and, of course, a tiny bits of more, shall we say, not just by ship design is very fascinating, but the just look the bladings and the how she has been designed, and you can actually see the three triple gun turret mounts. And what else can I say? She's a fascinating ship and interesting character design, and probably those rare ones, perhaps from the Sakura Empire, that she doesn't have the ears and tails like the rest of the Sakura Empire characters have. But how about we now dive deeper into the character stats before this drags too long? First off, she has accuracy, well, perhaps my fleet technology and perhaps the oathing has it been done also affect. According to the stats, she has a very decent amount of HP, 7717. Her firepower is 314. Her anti-air is 231. Because she is a large cruiser, she has armor type as medium. She can withstand some normal ammunition and HE, some degree, but AP really punish. As for her speed, well, she's a large cruiser and not the high speed in the game standard. She's kinda slow side, but decent. Because she is research ship, a priority ship, so to say. Her luck is 0. But if you fully upgrade something like Mizuho's Intuition Plus, she gains luck to 25. Her oil cost is 16, ultra rare ship from the Sakura Empire. Well, every ultra rare is expensive to run. Her reload is not bad, 172, but there could be better ones. Her evasion is... well, it is somewhat there, but luck is affecting the evasion, so it's a bit questionable. As for accuracy, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, as for her equipment efficiencies, for some reason, her main gun efficiency is very low. Surprisingly very low. Which is, in max upgraded, 100% only. And for her secondary gun is 60%, which is very bad. And her anti-air is 110%. Which is very good. Just acceptable category. She doesn't have Augment module yet, but perhaps if we wish enough, she might actually get one in the future. I will explain this layout just a moment. But now, as for her skills, is the Blazing Peaks is the first one that is offensive. When this ship equips a main gun with a caliber of 280mm or higher, increases its main gun damage based on the distance its shells travel to reach the enemy, up to maximum of 25%. Increases this ship burn damage stealth by 50%. And I want to point out, she is based on the World of Warships Azuma, meaning that she is soft, not designed to fire in a close range. More likely she is built on firing in range. And with the HE ammunition I have in my prototype triple 300mm main guns, which fires HE, and with the fire damage, it's very welcome. That is free damage. I don't know how long it lasts, but it is what it is. Next up is defensive, Mizuho's Intuition. Every 20 seconds, well, I'm reading the original from Wiki. Oh, by the way, I forgot. She gets 2 main guns. Not 1, but 2. Which is very interesting. Now, as for her defense skill, 70% chance to increase own evasion by 20% and accuracy by 50% for 12 seconds. But if we fate simulate to the Mizuho's Intuition to plus, every 20 seconds, 100% chance to increase T-ship evasion by 25%, accuracy by 50%, and decrease T-ship torpedo damage taken by 15% for 12 seconds. And there is also Special Gunnery Plus. Actually, she gets 2 upgrades. Her original is every 8 times this ship fires its main guns, fire special barrage. If equipped with prototype 310mm gun, increase this ship main gun efficiency by 12%, improve the special barrage based upon proximity of the nearest enemy, and fire it every 4 times main gun is fired instead. Now if we update from the Fate simulation, fires a special barrage that burns enemies once every 8 times this ship fires her main guns. Okay, very interesting start. While equip a large caliber main gun, increase this ship main gun efficiency by 12%, lowers the number of shots needed to fire the barrage to 4, and improves the barrage. Well, it starts very interesting. Like if we change it like this, fire special barrage that burns enemies once every 4 times this ship fires her main guns. And while equipped large caliber main gun, increase this ship main gun efficiency by 12%. So since she has 2 main guns, I can speculate that only takes 20 seconds based on the reload time by the fire rate. And with, of course, she's a research ship, so she gets Siren Killer 3, increase this ship damage to Sirens by 15%, and that is meant to be used in Operation Siren. Now, how about we have now quickly reviewed the character design, and I should also show what type of fleet I'm using Azuma for the review, and that is with this interesting setup. There is Luffy 2, Guam, Unicorn, Aquila, and Musashi. But I will explain it to the review and my voice-over part and give you my last opinions about Azuma. Alright guys and girls, Lucky Man voiceover, and this is my thoughts about Azuma. And to be fair about the fleet I am using Azuma, I'm also using her in a map 15, which is, I have been mentioned before in my past videos, I absolutely dislike. Because how much it demands something that I am not well prepared. And, well, as for the fleet, well, Musashi is there keeping the backline somewhat alive, while Aquila and Unicorn, the best healers currently in the game, are keeping the entire fleet somewhat alive as well. And Luffy 2 and Guam just there giving anti-air support. And Azuma is there as well giving somewhat support. As for the equipment I gave her, she has that 310mm type gun and twin 100mm type 98 high angle gun, which also increases anti-air AA by 30 points, and the twin 57mm L60 Bofors from the Iris Orthodoxy, the ultra rare anti-air gun. So in the end, I actually kinda see why the community doesn't see Azuma very potential large cruiser, as you see in the background. I'm playing right now. I'm playing it manually, by the way, because I want to point out where is this was it Blazing Peaks? Increases its main gun damage based on the distance its shells travel to reach the enemy, up to maximum of 25%. So I'm keeping her and the Vanguard all the way back to make sure that somewhat activates, and also hoping that anti-air is doing something to prevent planes to reach the backline. But anyway, because she doesn't give anything related to anti-air, she only focuses on firepower instead and main guns. Of course, the Acme module can help somewhat, but just a few points. But I actually think the problem about Azuma isn't her skill, but perhaps is the main gun efficiency, because originally it's 100%. And as long as the main gun efficiency stays 100%, it's not a really good sign at all. And when it comes to the secondary guns, that it's 60%, that is, let's be honest, very trash. Now, despite the upgrades to 12% to the main gun efficiency, it's helping just slightly. If it was somewhere 150%, let's be honest, that would have been really good CB from the Sakura Empire. But right now, C kind of represents very bad design CB for the Sakura Empire. For the other CBs I know, well, as you can see also, Alaska is way better performing compared to the Azuma. The Guam, excuse me, Guam is performing way better. Despite her secondary gun is 65%, her anti-air is 150, and her main gun is 115%. And I'm using triple ultra rare equipment layout, like triple 305, 100mm type 98 high angle gun, that's ultra rare type from the Sakura Empire Tech Tree, and Eagle Union, the twin 76mm arrow of Mark 37 gun mount, that is anti-air gun, all of which is ultra rare type. And Azuma only has one, and that is anti-air, giving somewhat anti-air support. But nevertheless, she is focused on main gun build, and she is very badly designed back on the day when she was released. And she is part of the research, if I remember correctly, PR2 ships. So yeah, she is old, but badly made from the Yo-Star side, unfortunately. She is a very badly made. She has potential, but they really screwed up. And now I'm talking about the Sakura Empire large cruisers. The only ones, well, B65 designs, was it? Project B65. She is the only one this far. But I have, personally, a slight hope and wish to the Yo-Star that I personally want to see more Azuma class sisters. Like, Aegir is the only one, but she is the O class. But we have then Brunhilde and Alviter, those are O class as well, but they have been made to the different. Other one is a back fleet and other one is a vanguard. So I want to see more of Azuma class sisters in the future. Like the B class from the Ironblood. That's my only wish, because okay, sure, in World of Warships there is one CB that is, was it Yoshino? That has torpedoes alongside with her main guns and lots of anti-air guns. Way more than Azuma. So I am hoping that we could actually get more CBs to the Sakura Empire, and ones that are way better built by efficiency compared to the Azuma. And hopefully having way more things to give than Azuma herself, because she's the only one CP in Sakura Empire, and they need more, and I want to see more personally, because they are interesting design. But right now, she is thrown away somewhat by the community because how badly she was made. Unfortunately, and that is a truth I see. But despite that, I was making this fleet and I was cursing everyone who made this map. And I was like, how can I make a fleet that somewhat works? And Azuma alongside Luffy 2 and Guam, Unicorn, Aquila and Musashi, well, as you can see, it works. It shouldn't work, but it works. I don't know how. I just made it work. Yes, it can suffer with the performance and efficiency, but I made it work that I managed to complete one part of the map with this build. I hate the map for the rest of my life, but this is the only time when I actually saw Azuma to be useful once in my fleet. In a place she shouldn't work, but she works. But perhaps it works thanks to the fast reloading anti-air gun and the skills of increasing damage while being way back of the map. Perhaps maybe the corner by like long distance shooting, long distance sniper like the warships version of the Azuma. Keep your distance and you are fine. If you get close, you go boom. So yeah, I believe Azuma needs more love, and Sakura Empire could use more CBs. Let's just hope they are way better designed than Azuma herself. More Azuma class, or perhaps Yoshino from the World of Warships. She looks like Azuma, but she has torpedoes equipped. Long-range torpedoes that hit hard when they hit. Pack a punch. They really pack a punch, those torpedoes. But anyway, she needs more love, all I'm saying. She needs more love from community. And Sakura Empire really is lacking proper CBs. Azuma is a start, but that doesn't mean it should end in her. When you see Azuma in your fleet, just give her more love. She actually needs it. I think I have said what I wanted to say about Azuma. She's a really interesting large cruiser designed to fight against Alaska class. But because how war went, she wasn't never to be builded. And the fate and the histories recorded that. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support more of my content, what is your opinions about this ship girl, the Azuma? And do you want to see more of Azuma class and perhaps the Yoshino from the World of Warships? Subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and hit the like button to also improve the algorithm in the YouTube, and also leaving comments down below will also do some magic trick. But I think I have now said my piece. Thank you so much, and I see you next time.